What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here with some more Gttcc action, Season 18. From the Elite Division, this time up we've got round 4 and a double header at Daytona. Daytona Oval is first, so let's quickly go for the grid and see who our runners and riders are for the half an hour race at Daytona. So up first we've got Infinity James in the Bugatti, then we got JRC in another Bugatti. Bugatti crew, third place is ADG. Then we got B-rated in a Lambo up in fourth. Mark Schumacher another Lambo in fifth. Then another Lambo of the Crow in sixth place. Then we got Mr. Hepburn of Ferrari in seventh. Great livery from Mr. Brucey in eighth place in the Silvia Toyota Camry this time, number 24. Then we got Rico in ninth in the McLaren. Gordon Brown in the Supra in 10th. And then we're going to Mr. Raffo in 11th, also known as Bubba J. So we'll get this race kicked off then. We get ready for the green flag at Daytona. And we go, we see them make their way down to the green flag. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys! So just getting themselves up to speed. It's probably going to take about a half a lap for them to get up to speed as they head their way down to turn 1 then for the high banks of Daytona. You see Infinity James in first. Sparks flying already as we go around turn 1, now into turn 2. As we're heading down the back stretch, single file mostly. You got a couple of too wide in the back of the pack, but here's ADG going for the top spot. And JRC follows him to second. James fullbacks down to third. Then you've got a bit of touching and bumping into the background there. Sparks are flying. Mark Schumacher up into fourth, followed by the Crow. Then we've got Hepburn and B-Rate behind these two. Then we've got another gaggle of cars. Brucey on the inside, followed by Raffo and Gordon Brownie. Rico's out on the side. Oh, they're going on below the yellow line. As if this was a NASCAR race, then that would be it. Outlawed and a penalty right there, but it doesn't matter on this race. You see James there in third, still behind the two Bugattis in front as we're going side by side. Oh, a little bit of a touch there, that's going to slow you up right there as you're already on lap 2. Really bad camera angles from Daytona, so we're going to swap to the onboards. So we've got ADG in first place, followed by JLC in second. Then we got James in third, followed by the Crow in fourth, and B-rated down to fifth now. Then we got Hepburn in sixth, but he's followed by Brucey. Brucey's catching up. He's got lots of NASCAR experience, so see if he can make his way up to the top of the field. He's followed by Mark Schumacher in eighth place, driving the Halfords Lambo. Then ninth place is Gordon Brownie. He's following him as well. These guys are trying to catch up to the leaders now. Oh, Mark Schumacher thinks double about it. He basically drops Brucey. Brucey's out of the drift now, loses the speed, so he drops back down to 9th. So Mark Schumacher didn't want to work with him there. He thinks he's going to be get better speed. You're following a Ferrari. You got Raffo in 10th with Rico. They're trying to work together as well now. So they're trying to catch up to this pack. But unfortunately, you've got 5 cars up in the front there. They have got better speed than the 4 cars and then more speed than these 2 cars at the back. See if these 2 can catch up. We go back up to the front as you've got JRC going for the lead. He slips back into the line and he takes the lead off of ADG. As they're coming past now, past into turn 1 and again for the 4th time. Sparks flying through these Group 4 cars. You see the Bugattis, all line astern. James has dropped back a little bit into 4th place as they come down the the backstretch. Sorry, JRC still leading away. The other cars are trying to get momentum built up and get a second line, but it's not going to really work. B-rated in second, then holding out in second place. We do believe this race will go dark because you see the sun setting as they come now through the tri-oval. B-Rated still in that second, but he's got ADG right behind him. ADG is going to try and mount a pass on him. He's going to be able to get it done. You see the group of 4 cars has caught up to the leaders now. Too wide into the corner. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch. Oh, this chaos. We'll have a look at that. Go back on board with B-Rated, see what happened there. So we're in the corner. He's on the high side, tries to get to the low side. There's a little bit of a touch with him and ADG's there. Oh, he gets into Mark Schumacher. Mark Schumacher's in the ball. Smoke coming off the tyres. That he lost the momentum for Mark, so he's back into 9th. He's going to get swallowed up by Rafa and Rico. So unfortunate. Bit of contact there. You see Gordon Brownie on the back of these now. He's trying to catch up to Hepburn. Hepburn's kind of losing this draft, but he's catching up now. Brucey doing a good job in 6th place at the minute. He's got back onto the leaders, onto this tail end of the draft. They're Urinari up front, jostling for position. That's going to slow you down. Just lifts out the gas there. Just stays in the Crow's slipstream. Doesn't want to make any sort of manoeuvre yet. You see, it's pretty much split up now, as I do believe, yep, Rafo's on the back of Mark Schumacher. Rico's been hung out to dry at the back of the field there. Back up to the front then. We got JRC still leading the way from ADG in 2nd place. We still got jostling for position. The lag in this lobby was really bad on this night of racing. Oh, please don't hit the rear quarter panel. As you can see, James down the inside, he's trying to make moves. Is Brucey going to work with him and try and give him a push? You can see him back there, he's getting a push from the Crow. Oh, ADG decides to slip in though. There's not really enough room to do that. You can see door banging, he gets a push from Brucey, I believe. James is right back there, he's trying to push JLC to the lead, but ADG gets into the lead, he gets the manoeuvre done. Oh, JLC goes around him though. Doesn't fancy working with him now, he wants that top position. But can JLC manage the both lines? Can he get up into that first spot, or is, yep, James is gonna, the inside line is moving, JLC pushes him. So going back trackside cameras now. You still see it's close by close. Oh, James gets manoeuvred out. Oh, there's a little bit of a moment there. Great save by James to save that, but he now drops down to 6th place behind Brucey. See the top 3 now. The Crow is holding station on the outside. It's a pretty decent move there. He's not really in anyone's draft, and he's still got the momentum on the outside, but there you are, ADG bumps JLC, so these two move into the 1st and 2nd spot. ADG back on the outside, the Crow moves onto the inside, he's bumping JLC. These two are going to move up into the top 2 spots now. ADG's hung out to dry on the outside, he slips in behind the draft, back behind the Crow. You see Brucey back there up in 4th with Hepburn right behind him. He's going to try and make a move, or is he? Is he going to try and get in the Crow slipstream and move past these two, or is he going to slot in behind? He slots in behind. Absolute great racing around the oval at the minute. We're on the almost at the 10th lap. Coming into turn 1 now, you can see we've dropped down back to the mid-pack here. We got Mark Schumacher leading this little group of cars from Gordon Brownie. Gordon Brownie's behind him, and then Rafa. These guys really need to bunch up together, try and make some headway. Unfortunately, Rico's been hung out to try and 11th place. We go back up to the top of the field. We've got JLC, still leading the way with AG right behind him. Brucey now up into 3rd place, right behind the Bugattis. James has slipped back down to 6th, but he's still there behind Hepburn. So Brucey must have got a really good push by someone. You see the sun's starting to set now as we head into the twilight of the evening, before the sun really does go down and we get night time. JSC is still on the outside there. ADG, sorry. Still on the outside. Bruce is right behind JLC now, so he slips up into second place, but he's got the Crow right behind him, and AG right on the outside. The Bugattis, don't forget, have got the extra speed, so they can come out of the draft and maintain that speed. So AG back up into second then, but it's still close because Bruce is right there on the inside. They're neck and neck. The Crows now behind AG. Oh, there's a little bit of a bump there, but AG moves behind Brucey. Just have a little bit of drink. You can feel my voice go already after 9 laps. Ten laps, sorry, as we move on to lap 11. If I remember correctly, this race is going to be around 33, 34 laps, so plenty of way to go yet. See Brucey tucking right behind JLC now. As we're heading on to lap 11. I think first pit stops we're going to see around lap 15, lap 16. So we'll expect to see green flag pit stops pretty soon. You see Brucey now, he's got James on the inside. They're heading 3 wide into turn 3. AG's now fall down to 5th, 6th place. He gets a little bit of a touch from B-Raid. Not sure if that was lag or not, but it looked like it. You can see Hepburn right behind these this group of cars now. ADG falls down to 6th then behind the Crow. Let's see what if he can get some more draft and get some more bumps and get back up there. We'll go back up to the top of the field because JLC is still in the win that purple Bugatti. Followed by Brucey in second, the number 24. Then we got James in the number 27. Following these two, he's trying to give Brucey a bump. Let's see if he can do it without spinning. That Bugatti has got a curved front end, so he's got to be careful. As Brucey gives Brucey a push then. Brucey is looking like he's still behind JLC. See if he can manage to get around JLC for the top spot, or is he just going to hold station, save a little bit of fuel? As we head back down the field then, being rated up into 4th, Crow into 5th, AG down to 6th with Hepburn in 7th behind him. Then we got this next group of cars just coming out the tri-oval now. Mark Schumacher in 8th, followed by Gordon Brownie in 10th, and then there you go. Gordon Brownie and Raffo side by side. So Raffo's into 10th. He's trying to get past. Is he trying to get past Gordon Brownie, or is he trying to work with him? I think he's trying to work with him, but with the lag being so horrible, the 2 Vodafone teammates then are trying to catch up to Mark Schumacher. But unfortunate recall. No draft whatsoever, just running in the back. Back up to the front, then we got this gaggle of cars. JLC still in the way from Brucey. James is in 3rd, but you can see Bruce is flashing, so he's probably going to come into the pits on the end of this lap. Or maybe the next lap. James there in 3rd place. Just lurking behind these two. Is he going to try and make a move, or is he just going around the corner and slipping back into the slipstream? B-rated is still behind these two as well. You see Hepburn and ADG getting really, really close. Little door banging there going on, but mostly okay at the minute. You see ADG right there. He's trying to make a move to the inside, doesn't quite get it done. James has moved onto the top. B-rated now in the middle. Oh, there's still larger position. There's a move. Let's have a look at that, because Brucey was pitting. Rated G is going to try and get the inside on him. This could have resulted in a big accident here. So Bruce is on the inside, gets just a little touch. Yeah, he goes into the pits then, so we'll go back up to this group then. So Brucey pits on his own, not really any help, so I wonder where he's going to come out when the rest of these guys pit, because these guys are getting low on fuel and the tyre wear is starting to have a factor. So let's see, James has fallen back down to 6. You've got ADG up into 3rd now. He's trying to get 2nd place from B-Rated though. B-Rated's on the high side. That 2nd line is starting to move. James is losing a little bit of slipstream, but he should be able to keep up with these guys in the Bugatti. Who's going to pit this lap? Is anyone going to pit this lap? Let's come round the last corner and then into the tri-oval. Who's going to come in the pits this time? I think everyone's coming to the pits, mostly everyone. So the Crow, JLC and James go through for another lap. Mark Schumacher, is he going to be coming in the pits now? Do believe he's going for another lap as well. Gordon Brown is coming to the pits, Raffo's coming to the pits, so these two are working together pitting. Bruce is down into 10th. He's coming through the backstretch now. We'll have to see where he comes out. Rico's just come out the pits. As you can see, Mark Schumacher's coming to lap him then, so Rico has been lapped unfortunately. We'll keep up with these guys up in front. So the Crow is coming round. Is he going to pit this time? Surely he's going to pit with the fuel being so low as it is. JLC is bumping him. Are we going to be pitting this time? Yes, we are. So all the top three coming to the pits. Mark Schumacher's in 4th. He's had the best of the pit. He hasn't pitted, sorry, not yet. So he's up into 4th, up into 1st now as soon as these guys come around. Is he going to come in this time? No, he's going for another lap, so he surely should take the first spot then. B rated in 5th place. He's coming to the pits then, so he's got Hepburn and Energy right behind him, so these guys can work together. But Bruce is catching up. Is he going to dump him or is he going to bump him? We'll have to see. Is he going to work together or is he just going to go sailing by? He's got a little bit more speed than ADG. As we're heading to now to the 15-minute mark, we're halfway through this race. So we'll go for the field. So we've got Mark Schumacher still in 1st, but he's yet to pit. The Crow in 2nd place. He's pitted, so he's got 1st position at the minute when Mark Schumacher pits. Followed by JLC in 3rd. There's a little bit of a gap there, but he's catching up to him. B rated in 4th. We'll go on these views because these camera angles are really bad on this track. So we'll come down the back straight. B rated in 4th. We've got James behind him with Hepburn in 6th pushing him. Then we've got ADG with Brucey right behind him. So Brucey did decide to bump him and try and work together to catch these next two up the road. Raffo in 9th place. Golden Brownie's dropped off a little bit. I think Golden Brownie decided to change tyres where Raffo didn't, so that's how he's got the jump on him. And Rico's still in 11th place unfortunately. So we go back up to the top then. Mark Schumacher definitely has to pit this lap. Low on the fuel left, we'll have to see where that puts him out. But he's running 160, 163, whereas the other guys are pretty much near 170, 65 to 70, so there's a lot of speed distance between these two guys. We'll have to see where Mark Schumacher pits, where he comes out as he's just coming to the pits now, as they're coming through the final turn into the oval, tri-oval. They're going to start the 19th lap. And the Crow's still holding station, so he's going to take 1st place. Then JLC is up into 2nd, he's slightly catching up the Crow in 1st place. We've got B rated in 3rd, he's making a move now. 4th place, James, he's trying to catch up to B rated in front, but we've got ADG, Brucey and Hepburn all working together. Let's go on board with Hepburn. Needs to try and stay in that slipstream so he doesn't lose these two in front, but he goes high, he doesn't stay in the slipstream. You've got to stay smooth on this track to stay in the slipstream. Unfortunately, it's really hard to do in these Group 4 cars. Yes, we're only turning left, but it's not as easy as people might think. You've got to stay smooth in the corners. You can get moved up the track, and if you don't stay on it in them corners and stay behind you, you're going to lose a draft. You can see Hepburn now is losing that draft to Brucey in front. So move up, then we'll see Brucey is bumping ADG to try and get up to these two in front of James and B rated. It looks like it's going to be a four-way working together movement to get up to the top two. But if those two close together, their two are going to be working together. So there you go, look, ADG is now catching up to James. so that he's going to try and make an overtake. You've got to bump. You've got to work, try and work together. Fighting position for position on the oval is just going to slow everyone down. You've got to be really patient on these tracks. I know there's like only 10 minutes to go, well, just over 10 minutes to go, but still. Four cars are faster than 3. So you can see ADG falls back into line, then behind, just in front of Brucey. You've got James in front, leading this little train of cars. They are catching up to the top 2. Oh, big shot then. B-Rated gets a really big move. Manages to save the back end and shots up into 3rd place. See his top 2 there getting caught up, but these 2 are working together now. Is the Crow going to continue to work with JRC and get these 2 in front? Really, any shot at victory, he needs to try and he needs the guys up in behind him to work together to catch up and give him any chance of victory. Because if he comes out that draft, JRC's just got the power that he can just sit there. So I'll go back down to this little gang of cars. You've got James and ADG now side by side. That's going to cost them. B-Rated now working with Brucey. Brucey's trying to get him back up to these 2 in front. Hepburn's lost his draft now, unfortunately, as he's coming out of turn 2. They've got Mark Schumacher all on his own. I think he went too long on the pit stop there. Should have really pitted with everyone else. Raffo, he's in 9th place. Didn't change tyres, so he got the jump on Gordon Brown, and Gordon Brown is suffering in 10th place. Unfortunately, same with Rico, lost the draft early and has been running around on his own. So back up to the front then. JRC is really bad on the rear right tyre, but it shouldn't impact him too much. You just got to be careful if the Crow bumps it and can make the back end a bit loose. So I have to see how this one plays out. But the Crow's still holding station in 2nd place. Then we go down to 3rd place. James now in 3rd place, getting bumped by B-Rated. ADG behind B, and then we've got Brucey behind him. These guys are catching. You can see the gap visually getting smaller and smaller. We've only got 9 minutes to go though, so these guys have got to get a move on and try and catch these top 2 up. The trick is here for Brucey. He doesn't have the speed as the other guys do, so he's got to try and get up to the back of ADG and ease the bumps. He can't give them big shots like that because he doesn't have the speed to get there. So Brucey's got to try and play this game really softly, because if he gives a big bump to these guys, he's going to end up losing the draft. We're on 24th lap, coming down the backstretch now. You can see them trying to work together. The Crow and JRC are going side by side. The Crow's trying to get around JRC. Is he going to try and make it work? He's on the high side. There you go. As soon as he comes out the draft, his speed just falls off dramatically compared to JRC. As we come up to a lap car now, it's the lap car of Rico. So Rico will get lapped again, unfortunately, because these guys are just so much faster in the draft than he is. He's doing 165, whereas the JLC is doing 170 plus. So same with the Crow, he's about there at 170. So back down to 3rd. Then we got James still in the way in this little group of cars. He's still in 3rd place, followed by B-Rated in 4th. It's still status quo between these guys. They're just trying to work together, but there you go. Look, Bruce is still thereabouts. He's managed to close that gap in the slipstream. We'll see how this one plays out as we go along, but this is pretty much where the main battle is, if you can call it a battle. Because it's pretty much these 3-4 guys working together. You got Hepburn all on his own in 7th place, just coming round turn 3 now into turn 4. Mark Schumacher coming to turn 3 now in 8th place. Then you've got Raffo on his own. He's in the McLaren. No help from his teammate who's dropped off behind him. Obviously his teammate changed tyres where he did not, so that's what split these two guys up. And it's pretty much status quo between these two guys. Gordon and Brownie then still in 10th place, and in 11th place is Rico. About to get lapped by the two leaders. JR still holding station in first place. Crow still following him in second. As you can see, Rico's on the upside. On the top side of the track, that was really close. But the Crow can't do anything to get around JRC. Now you can see it's getting really close between the leaders now. They're right there. It's about a couple of seconds off the front. So these guys really have to work together now because they're right there at the pecking order. This could be make or break time for this little group of cars. 4 cars versus 2, they're right there on the straight. 2 seconds, 3 seconds if that. It looks like Bruce is dropping off now though. He's going to be able to keep in this slipstream behind these cars. He's right there, 166. His speed is starting to drop off versus these 3. Is he going to be able to get them, or is he going to drop off now? It's 168. It looks like the speed is dropping off just as they were the leaders. Brucey loses the slipstream. All it would take is for one of these guys just to drop off a little bit, just for B-rated to let off. But obviously these guys aren't teammates, so as you can see, the cars are slowly getting smaller and smaller. And Brucey is probably going to finish this race in 6th unless there's going to be a big accident in front. So we'll go back up to the top then. We'll see this little this battle for the final 5 cars for the final few laps. You can see JLC is completely out of tyres on the rear right. It's come now through turn 4 into the tri-oval. Here we go. We're going to go 2 wide. Almost, yep, 3 wide. There we go. You got ADG on the inside. He's trying to make moves. He's done working with these guys. He wants to get up into that top spot. He's right behind JLC now. Is the Crow going to dump him out? He is. He's going to shut that door. So the Crow retains 2nd place, 3rd place. You see James is right on the outside now. He's trying to get B-rated to work with him on the outside. He's going to try and get a push to get into that top position. Can he do it? B-rated goes on the inside, I think. Yep, B-rated's on the inside, so James get washed out on the outside, and there you go. James is now back down to 5th place. That line just dispersed. All they needed was 1 more car, and they could have got around JLC. We're going to stay on board these cars now for the final few laps because these camera angles are really doing my head in now. But you can see Gordon Brownie's coming under fire. He's going to be laps now. You see JLC, he's getting around Gordon Brownie. Gordon Brownie's on the inside. They've got to be really, really careful now. JLC is right there. Gordon Brownie's on the inside. Can ADG get behind him and get that slip? As they go around, the B-rater's got a run on ADG. Can he get moved? He can't. He hasn't got the speed. The beginning is just too fast in the straight line. JLC still holding station, then still doing a great job. He's got to try and block these 2 lines now. You see Rafo's about to be lapped as well. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch there. ADG into the back of B-rated. We're almost done with this race now. Only a couple more laps left as we're on to lap 31. JLC still in front from B-rated. ADG in 3rd, sorry. Then we got the Crow right behind these guys. A little bit of a touching and moving around. Jostling for positions. There's sparks everywhere. The Crow gets into the back of ADG. So going to think about making the higher side again, but then we got James on this little gaggle of cars. He's just getting around the lap car. In 5th place, might be losing touch with this group of cars in front. Oh, you can see touching in front. Oh, as AG gets onto the inside. He's going to come back up on the banking. Almost lost the car then, great save from him. Things are starting to pick up now into the last few laps. Are we going to see a big accident? So AG is still in third place, then managed to save that car. The two lap cars are together now. They're going to try and work together, but it's a bit little too late. As you can see, the fuel for B-rated is really low. GLC is still in the white, but you see most of these guys are flashing down fuel. Bruce is all on his own, but he's getting caught up. Oh, it's just Rico. I thought he was getting caught up by Hepburn then, but no. Hepburn is pretty much half a lap behind him, unfortunately now. So it looks like Bruce is definitely going to finish in 6th place if no accidents happen, but we'll go back up to his battle up in the front. Because things are heating up now between these 5 cars. James is back on to this tail of this gaggle of cars up in front. The lead pack going round. You've got 3 Bugattis, you've got a Lambo, and you've got a 2 Lambos, sorry, yeah. So the crowd now still in second. He's got to be careful not to give the inside line to ADG if he wants to hold on to his 2nd place. Maybe even first if he can get someone to work with him. But he's giving too much to the ADG now. ADG is right there. He's going to dump the Crow out on the outside. I think the Crow might be touch and go with fuel as well as we head on to this. If we're going to make a final lap, I think we should do. So the next lap will be the final lap. Let's head down to 29 minutes 40 seconds. It's going to be close for the rest of the guys who make a final lap. So final lap for everybody. B-rated makes it onto a final lap. Brucey is not going to make it onto a final lap, I don't think. It's going to be close. No, he's too far back. So Brucey is going to come home and finish in 6th place. 7th Hepburn, he's going to finish in 7th. But we'll get back up to the top and then we'll go back down to the bottom guys. Because this is the last battle. James has been dumped then on the final lap. He's in 4th place. Unfortunate for him. Same with B-rated. B-rated's run out of fuel, so that's where the help's gone. James is running out of fuel, but he makes the move into 3rd place. ADG has run out of fuel. That's who run out of fuel. James is really close. But it looks like JLC is going to hold on to it and take the win. Can the Crow do anything? He can't, so JLC wins the race, then the Crow, then James finishes in 3rd. ADG is going to come home and finish in 4th under no fuel. No power whatsoever, but B-rated is too far back, so he's going to finish in 4th. B-rated is going to finish in 5th place. He's trunching around slowly. So Brucey finished in 6th. Hepburn was 7th, he come over the line. Then 8th was Mark Schumacher, Raffo in 9th place, Gordon Brownie in 10th, and Rico in 11th. As B-rated is just going slowly around the track with no fuel. Unfortunate for him. Might have been able to contend for 2nd or 3rd place, but unfortunately ran out of fuel. Same with AD as well. But the top 3 then, JLC, great win for him at Daytona Oval. The Crow in 2nd and James in 3rd. That's going to be it then, folks, for this first race at Daytona. I hope you enjoyed this. I shall be back shortly for race 2. It's going to be the Daytona Road Course, also known as Daytona Infield. But until then, I've been the Crazy Brit. Goodbye.